Hello, Samantha. This will be some video feedback for week 7. Samantha, this is terrific. It has a lot of detail. And at first I was unsure about, placing navigation in the middle of the page, but you're fairly consistent about it, and it doesn't really bother me. So overcoming that is, and keep it navigable is an accomplishment. Also, your page supports scrolling. It's a minor thing, but when we get to the home page, we lose the navigation if I scroll down to the bottom. It doesn't really bother me. I think the ample imagery, it's worth scrolling for. And it entices us down each page. See what you've done for the menu. You successfully embedded a menu probably from the publications class, right? And about using special fonts like, say, the script. Well, ideally you'd be able to have even these script fonts be HTML or CSS type. The advantage of that is that they become easy to edit. This way you have to go back to the original file, which is probably InDesign, edit it, create a JPEG out of it, embed it. But it is possible, just so you know, with lots of effort, to format type pretty much as you would see it on the print menu, using similar fonts or the same fonts. I see your code is annotated. Good job on that. And that you have an external style sheet, which is looking good. Yeah, very extensive external style sheet. I'm glad that you added meta comments on it as well. They will help you out. Samantha, have you thought a little more about how to organize perhaps your web server? I noticed that there's no GRA folder. Have you been overwriting files a bit? That can get kind of confusing. Hey, while I'm here, I like the rollover on your navigation scheme, and you're using the corporate palette colors. It goes from this pale jade to that coral color very nicely. I like the rollover. Your choice of images also too, they're very cohesive. I think you've paid attention to the overall palette, and the images you've chosen have some of the same colors in them. Pale greens, that sort of warm reddish rust. Now, for your logo, consider a transparent file format such as SVG. That way, it could sit nicely either on top of a photograph or on a solid, as you have it here. All of your child pages had very specific content. That took a lot of work to figure out how to place these on top of these background images. That's great. Or even to get this, it's like a little interactive map. Good going. You have a form. You also have a form. This took some time, I imagine, to format. You have a form for contact. That could easily become a reservations page, right? Samantha, here's the contents of your week 6 submission. I see that you've got ample browser shots. And it's like, oops, here we go. This, for example, is, what is this? What is this in? Safari. Okay, so you get an idea what that looks like. And you have others. Here's your annotated wireframes. There was a lot on the list of deliverables for this week, so I respect you for getting it all in. And there we have your revised wireframes. Oh no, they're very nicely done. It looks like you took the time to format every page, and it looks like you followed them very closely. For example, on the menu page. What does the menu, do you have a menu page? Okay, so yes, they look similar. They look similar. That's all that's necessary. Samantha, I haven't noticed any errors, but get somebody with a fresh pair of eyes to take a look at it before you put it in your portfolio or mount it for, let's say, to show somebody.